Hello friends, welcome to our third online session in chemistry. In today's session, we will see the reactivity of group 16, 17 and 18 elements. First we see the reactivity of group 16 elements towards hydrogen. All the elements of group 16 forms hydrides, means they react with hydrogen to form hydrides of general formula H2E. Here the capital E, this may be oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium or polonium. The hydrides formed by group 16 elements are given here. This H2O, H2S, H2Se and H2Te. Hydrogen telluride. These are the hydrides of group 16 elements. All the hydrides of group 16 form having a bent geometry with a sp3 hybridization. The geometry of water molecule is given here. The bond angle between H-O-H bond is 104.5 degree. All the hydrides formed by group 16 elements having a same geometry. All the hydrides having angular structure or bent geometry. Then some of the properties of hydrides of group 16 elements are listed in this table. Here the bond angle H-E-H bond angle is decreases from moving down the group. Here on moving down the group, the size of central atom increases and its electronegativity decreases. This oxygen is a more electronegative and hence the electron density around oxygen is a maximum. Therefore, in water, the bond angle is higher and moving down the group, this bond angle decreases. Then this H2O, this water, is a colorless, odorless liquid, while hydrides of other elements of group 16 are colorless poisonous gases with unpleasant smell. Then acidic character increases as the thermal stability decreases from water to H2Te. The thermal stability. Here this thermal stability means bond dissociation enthalpy. Bond dissociation enthalpy of H-E bond. This bond dissociation enthalpy decreases moving down the group. Hence the acidic character increases. Here on moving from this H2O to H2Te, the size of central atom increases. Therefore, its tendency to form E-H bond decreases. As a result, E-H bond becomes more weaker and there is a decrease in dissociation enthalpy of E-H bond moving down the group and the acidic character increases. Then reducing properties. All the hydrides of group 16 except H2O possess reducing properties which increases from H2S to H2Te. Means moving down the group, this reducing property increases. Then next to this is reactivity of group 17 elements towards hydrogen. The elements of group 17 react with hydrogen to give hydrogen halides. Here the reaction is given. H2 plus X2 gives twice HX, where this X may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine. The acidic strength of halogen acids increases from HF to HI. On moving down the group, the acidic strength of halogen acid increases. This is due to the decreasing bond dissociation enthalpy from HF to HI. Means on moving down the group, the bond dissociation enthalpy decreases. This thermal stability of HF the thermal stability decreases from HF to HI due to decrease in H-X bond strength. As the size of atom increases from fluorine to iodine, means on moving down the group, size of atom increases and the strength of this H-X bond decreases. Therefore, the thermal stability of halides decreases from HF to HI. Then some of the properties of hydrides of group 17 elements are given here in this table. This is the melting point, boiling point, then bond length. Bond length increases from HF to HI because size of the atom increases moving down the group. That's why this bond length increases. This delta H of dissociation is decreases, means thermal stability decreases down the group. You can see here in this table, this thermal stability decreases moving down the group. This HF is the most stable in group. Then acidic strength increases. This acidic strength increases from HF to HI. You can see in this table. Group 18 elements are noble gases. They do not react with hydrogen due to their stable electronic configuration. They are chemically inert towards hydrogen. Then next to this is reactivity of group 16, 17 and 18 elements towards oxygen. Group 16 elements. All the elements of group 16 form oxides of type EO2 and UO3, where this capital E may be sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. First we see EO2 type oxides. Ozone, O3 and sulfur dioxide, these are of EO2 type oxides. These are in gaseous state, while selenium dioxide is a solid. They are acidic in nature and react with water to form acids. Here the reaction is given. This sulfur dioxide reacts with water to produce a sulfurous acid. In the same way, selenium dioxide reacts with water, produces selenious acid. The reducing properties of dioxides decreases from SO2 to TO2. That is the last member of group, tellurium. This reducing properties of these dioxides of group 16 decreases down the group. This SO2, sulfur dioxide, is a reducing agent, while the last member, last member of group, tellurium dioxide, it is acts as oxidizing agent. Reducing property means the element or compound that loses an electron to an electron recipient in a chemical reaction or redox reaction. Then next to this is EO3 type oxides. Sulfur trioxide, selenium trioxide and tellurium trioxide are also acidic in nature. They dissolve in water to form acids. This selenium trioxide plus H2O produces selenic acid, H2SeO4. In the same way, this tellurium trioxide reacts with thrice H2O, gives H6TO6, telluric acid. Then next to this is oxides of group 17 elements. Elements of group 17, that is halogens, form many oxides with oxygen, but most of them are unstable. Fluorine forms two oxides, OF2 and O2F2, oxygen difluoride and dioxygen difluoride. Two of them, only OF2 is thermally stable at 298 Kelvin. These both are strong fluorinating agents. This O2F2 oxidizes plutonium to plutonium hexafluoride. and this reaction is used in removing plutonium as a plutonium hexafluoride from spent nuclear fuel. Then oxides of chlorine, Cl2O, chlorine oxide, ClO2, chlorine dioxides, Cl2O6, dichlorine hexaoxide, and Cl2O7, dichloride heptaoxide. They are highly reactive oxidizing agents and tend to explode, means they are explosive. This ClO2 is used as bleaching agent. Chlorine dioxide is used as a bleaching agent for paper, pulp and textile, and in also water treatment. Bleaching agent means these chemicals used to remove color from the fabric or from fiber or to clean or remove stains. These reagents are called as bleaching agents. This ClO2, chlorine dioxide, is used as bleaching agent for paper and pulp industry and in also textiles. And this ClO2 is used in water treatment because this ClO2 is a disinfectant. It is a very strong oxidizer and kills pathogenic microorganisms such as fungi, bacteria and viruses from water. That's why this ClO2, chlorine dioxide, is used in water treatment. Then oxides of bromine, Br2O, BrO2 and BrO3. This is bromine oxides, Br2O, bromine monoxide, dibromine monoxide, BrO3, bromine trioxides are least stable halogen oxides. These are least stable. They are very powerful oxidizing agents. Then oxides of iodine, I2O4, I2O5 and I2O7. This I2O4 is a diiodide tetraoxide. I2O5 iodine pentaoxide and I2O7 iodine heptaoxide. These oxides of iodine are insoluble solids. They are in solid state and decompose on heating. This I2O5 iodine pentoxide is a very good oxidizing agent and used for the estimation of carbon monoxide. Means it is used to remove carbon monoxide from air by forming CO2 and iodine. Means this I2O5 is used to remove carbon monoxide from the air. It forms carbon dioxide and iodine. The higher oxides of halogens are more stable than lower. Then reactivity of group 16 elements towards halogens. Elements of group 16 react with halogen to give a large number of halides of type EX6, EX4 and EX2, where this E may be sulfur, selenium or tellurium and X is the halogen atom. First we see hexahalides. Hexa means 6 and halides means halogen atoms. Here 6 halogen atoms are bonded with this group 16 elements, SF6, ACF6 and TF6, that is sulfur hexafluoride, selenium hexafluoride and tellurium hexafluoride are formed by direct combination. They are colorless gases. They having sp3d2 hybridization. sp3d2 means 1s, 3p and 2d orbitals are involved in their formation and possess octahedral structure. Octahedral geometry means 6 atoms symmetrically arranged around the central atom. The stability of halides decreases from fluorine to iodine. Stability of these hexahalides of group 16 decreases from fluorine to iodine, meaning moving down the group. The stability of hydride. Then tetrahalides of group 16. Tetra means 4 and halides mean halogen. 4 halogen atoms are bonded with these group 16 elements, that is sulfur, selenium and tellurium. These are the examples: SF4, ACF4 and TF4. They having a sp3 hybridization and trigonal bipyramidal geometry with one equatorial position is occupied by a lone pair. Then dihalides. Di means 2 halogen atoms are bonded with the sulfur, selenium or tellurium. They having a sp3 hybridization and possess tetrahedral geometry with 2 equatorial positions occupied by lone pairs. Then monohalides of group 16 are dimeric in nature. Dimeric means they are composed of 2 same monomer molecules. For example, S2F2, S2Cl2, Ac2Cl2 and AcBr2. These dimeric halides undergoes disproportionation. Disproportionation means the reaction in which same species undergo both oxidation and reduction is called as disproportionation reaction. Here the reaction of diselenium dichloride is given. This diselenium dichloride decomposes into selenium tetrachloride plus elemental selenium is formed. In this reaction, this selenium undergoes oxidation and reduction also. First we see this selenium decomposes into selenium tetrachloride. In first case, diselenium dichloride, the oxidation state of selenium is a +1. And in case of this selenium tetrachloride, the oxidation state of selenium is +4. Means there is the loss of electrons and oxidation takes place. And in second case, elemental selenium is formed. There is the reduction can be takes place. This selenium dichloride undergo reduction and forms elemental selenium. There is a gain of electrons. Then group 17 elements, that is halogens, combine with other members of same group or combine among themselves to form a number of compounds known as interhalogen compounds. Means halogen reacts with the other halogens of group. They form a interhalogen compounds. These are of following types: XX-, XX3-, XX5-, XX7-, where this X is the halogen atom with a larger size and X- is the halogen atom with a smaller size. Details about these interhalogen compounds we will see in later section. Then group 18 elements. Group 18 elements, that is the noble gases, they are chemically inert. Krypton and xenon react directly with fluorine to give their fluorides. Here the reaction is given, this xenon gas reacts with fluorine gas at 673 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure. Then xenon difluoride is formed. Solid xenon difluoride is formed. Xenon fluorides ZeF2, ZeF4, tetrafluoride and xenon hexafluoride are crystalline and colorless, which sublime readily at 298 Kelvin. Sublime means these solids directly. Elements of group 17 reacts with metals to form metal halides. Here the sodium metal reacts with chlorine to form sodium chloride. Twice Na in solid state reacts with Cl2 in liquid state to produce twice NaCl in solid state. This magnesium metal reacts with bromine to form magnesium bromide. This ionic character of halides decreases in the order from fluorine to iodine, means moving down the group, this ionic character of halides of group 17 decreases. The metal halides having a metals in their higher oxidation states are more covalent because they are more electropositive than the ones having the metals in lower oxidation state. For example, this SnCl4, PbCl4, SbCl5, UF6 are more covalent than SnCl2, PbCl2 and SbCl3. Then group 18 elements. There are noble gases do not directly react with. Then allotropy. Then what is meant by allotropy and what is the difference between allotropy and polymorphism? Here allotropy. Here the solid element that exist into different crystalline forms is called as allotropy. In allotropy there is the element that exists into different allotropic forms. But in case of polymorphism, here is the single substance or compound exist into two or more forms under different conditions is called as polymorphism. Here the examples of allotrope are, there are three allotropes of carbon. There are diamond, graphite and fullerene. And polymorphism. Here the calcium carbonate can be solidifies under the different conditions into two polymorphic forms. First is a calcite and aragonite. This is the difference between allotropy and polymorphism. Allotropy exists into elements and this polymorphism is observed into compounds or substances. Here the elements of group 16 exhibits allotropy. Oxygen having two allotropic forms, O2 and O3. Sulfur exists into a number of allotropic forms. Rhombic sulfur and monoclinic sulfur are important allotropes of sulfur. Both are non-metallic. Then selenium exists into two allotropic forms, that is a red non-metallic and grey metallic. Then next to this is tellurium. This tellurium exists into two allotropic forms, crystalline and amorphous. Polonium having a two allotropic forms, alpha and beta, both they are metallic. Then next to this is allotropes of sulfur. Sulfur exhibits numerous allotropic forms. However, this rhombic sulfur, that is a alpha sulfur, and monoclinic sulfur, that is a beta sulfur, are most important allotropes of sulfur. Here some of the points of difference are the properties of rhombic sulfur and monoclinic sulfur are listed in this table. Here we can see, first is the color. The color of this rhombic sulfur or alpha sulfur is a pale yellow, while this color of beta sulfur is bright yellow solid. Then shape is orthorhombic crystals, and the monoclinic sulfur needle shaped monoclinic crystals. Then melting point are given. Density, this rhombic sulfur is a more denser than this monoclinic. Then solubility, this rhombic sulfur is insoluble in water and soluble in carbon disulfide. Here this monoclinic sulfur is also soluble in CS2. Here stability of both these forms are given. Then structure is given and methods of preparation are given in this table. This rhombic sulfur is prepared by evaporation of rolled sulfur in carbon disulfide, while this monoclinic sulfur is prepared, rhombic sulfur melted in a dish and cooled till crust is formed. Two holes are made in the crust and the remaining liquid is poured out to give needle-shaped crystals of beta sulfur. In this way, this monoclinic sulfur is